So today we're out on the range, man. We're testing gear and looking silly. Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are out here looking at a new flashlight, but we are testing gear. As you can see, it's snowing on. Snow means different gear than what we're used to usually training with. Everyone likes to train when it's nice and shiny and warm and you're in a t-shirt and you're at the range and you just worked out, you got that pump on, looking good. But all of that doesn't matter if you cannot run your equipment in the winter time. So a couple different factors, guys. You're much bulkier, right? You've got more clothes on. You've got gloves on. Many people don't ever even practice with gloves on. You have gloves on. You've got a completely different grip. It's all different. You have to now try to feel your trigger based off of a glove. It's totally different. If you're not training with gloves on, it does not translate from your bare skin. Now that is important to do for many reasons. You can draw 1,000 times a day in the summertime. That draw changes just a little bit when it comes to winter time. Now, same with the gear you see on me, guys. I have got my kit on me. I've got my mags, I've got my radio, I've got my stuff. Now, this stuff becomes bulkier. You have to unloosen it because you got a sweatshirt on, maybe a coat. Maybe you're wearing a pack. As it becomes different, you have to train with it to make sure there's not something in your way now that you're a little fatter with all the gear on. Today's video, guys, is actually going to be a test and review. Not necessarily a review, but I'm going to be testing out a new weapon light. We are going to be shooting the Surefire 300V weapon light. This one is new to me, and I bought it because I am getting gear to prepare to use it. Now, what does that mean? That's a little cryptic. Well, you guys are going to have to wait because we like mystery around here. We like the drama in the videos. And so you guys are just going to have to wait and see what comes. But our sponsor, Warfighter Tactical, you guys can check out the link in the description below to Warfighter Tactical to go check them out. Warfighter Tactical has hooked us up and he is sending us something that allows you to use an infrared light. Now this light has white light, same as all other lights that you would use, but it has infrared ability, which means it has invisible light. That's where the V comes in, guys. That's for vampire, because vampires can see at night, and now I will be able to as well. Now this light is a little bit different than the light I used to use, still use, but I've switched my gear and now I'm going to practice with it because as you can see, it's a little bit different. This is the Olight PL Pro Valkyrie. This is the light that I put on my pistol when I go to bed at night. I'm used to using it. I'm used to shooting with it, but I could not find a holster that went with this dude. So I never got a holster for it. Now I'm using a Safariland holster that is compatible with this light specifically. The cool thing about it, and I'll tell you guys in this video because it might save you money, this light is very expensive. Safariland only makes holsters that are compatible with just a few lights, so I went with this one. When I got it and I stick my pistol in it with this on it, it locks up just the same. It works perfectly, it locks up just the same. I could have just stayed with this, not gotten the 300V, and it would have worked just the same, but when they say what they make them for, Olight is not on anyone's manufacturing list. No one seems to make holsters for Olight lights. So now you guys know this thing fits. So I would say that almost anything that fits the 300V will fit the Olight as well. So maybe that saves you money, maybe it doesn't. I don't know, you're welcome. So number one rule in the range is looking cool. Everyone knows that. Number two rule on the range is safety. Eye pro, ear pro. So we've got a range set up behind us. We've got this big hill right here. We've got Philip there. He's going to be catching our bullets. We're going to be using this stand right here. We're going to be using this stand right here to shoot around, manipulate. And the reason for that, guys, is because our pistol has taken on a new feel. We now have a longer light on, which means all of that movement I was used to before, coming around something, moving, coming back, coming out, it's now different because it has a little bit longer of a flashlight. Now, that's not going to translate into a ton of tweaking, but it's definitely going to be different, so that's why we're going to be out here. We're going to be getting some practice in using it. So we've got these different cutouts down here in this little board, and we're going to be manipulating our pistol around it and getting used to how far we need to come back, push out, move around, push out. So we're getting some practice in. Now on top of that, the holster that I'm using, the Safariland holster, is new as well. It sits out different. It is not my concealed carry holster, which I am carrying 95% of the time. I very rarely will take this one out. It just depends on what I am doing. So to give you guys a look of that holster, you can see it sticks out just a little bit further. It is up a little bit higher than my concealed carry, and it has a thumb lever on it which needs to be engaged before I can pull that out. Now I've shot with this before. I've tested my shot time. I've tested my draw to trigger time, and I am a little bit slower with it. It is new to me. So now I have to get past that newness factor, get used to my gear, and get faster shots off, because it makes me just a hair bit slower. But it's a different application. This is not a concealed carry. Concealed carry is what I have been used to drawing from and practicing with. This is different setup, different gear. Let's just practice. If you guys want to check out any of the products that I have talked about, I'll put links in the description below. You can check them out. If you don't want to, don't do it. I don't care. Enjoy the video, guys. Let's do a little shooting. All right, guys, so I can tell you, so not much difference for me, for my mechanics, my movement, not much different as far as manipulating a bigger weapon light. I did not jab it into anything. I did not click it on anything coming through. So my movements in and out and around objects, coming into the next opening, moving, extending out. I clear it enough that I don't have to worry about this flashlight. So these are all things that you find out by doing the training, getting out and doing the work, doing the practicing, guys. It is not ideal season to be out practicing, but you got to get down, get in the snow. You got to make it uncomfortable. You're out in the cold. You got to figure out how your hands handle your gear when it's cold. It's all about practicing and training. All right, now I know some of you guys are just sharp as a tack, and you know, based off of my little hints, what is coming in the future. You guys can tell exactly why it is I would need an IR light. So hit the subscribe button. You guys want to see that stuff, see what I got, to watch us review it. And now we're gonna apply it in a couple different ways. I don't need that gear just to be out here playing around, right? We have a homestead here, guys. We do a lot of farming. That means a lot of predators. And I can almost guarantee you there are going to be some predators taking a dirt nap this year with the gear that we've got coming. So you guys hit that subscribe button and stick around for that. That is going to be a good time. That is another one of those waits. You buy something and then you wait and you wait and then you get pissed and then you wait even longer for it to show up because your anticipation of the fun is just overwhelming. We are going to get back to it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you didn't enjoy the video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. That's what that means, is that you didn't enjoy it. If you guys did enjoy the video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. That's what that means. That means that you did enjoy it. Guys, we will see you on the next one. We are going to get some more practice in. For those of you guys who are new to the channel, this is Philip, aka Phil. Philip is my range buddy. He's made out of rubber. A really cool target that I like to utilize because you can see your hits, for one, while on the range, and then for two, he's a really good, accurate self-defense target. In today's market, that's like $500 worth of brass on the ground right there. I can't even invite people to come onto my range to come shoot, because when they come over, they just come over and start picking up brass and then they go home. Thanks, 2020.